It's another beautiful Tuesday morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. A very good morning. It is the 28th of July 2026, and of course, this beautiful day we always dedicated into choosing something. So for this morning, we are asking, what are you choosing? Because as the Vooka Breakfast Show, we always choose impact. We always choose to be with you, making sure that mornings like these ones are warm and we are all together across all social media platforms. It is the Vooka Breakfast Show, and the hashtag to use on YouTube is the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And not forgetting that you need to press the subscription button and the notification button so that whenever we go live, you will be notified that your best breakfast team is ready to kickstart your beautiful mornings. Right now, we are live on YouTube. We are also live on Underground Radio, and of course, to enhance the experience of listening to audio-only Vooka Breakfast Show, you need to download the app, which is both available on iOS and Android. And not forgetting that our WhatsApp number, it is open for calls and for voice note. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Our mornings are always filled with positivity, with energy. That's where we invite you to come through and engage with us on some of the conversation and discussions that we're going to be unpacking right here. We also want to hear your thoughts. Share them right there on the YouTube comment section, making sure that you use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Sivugile, and hashtag Vooka Nation. My name is Moeketsi, my man. I'm happy and excited to be with you throughout this beautiful Tuesday morning as we're going to be choosing. Of course, as we have said, we are choosing impact on this beautiful morning. But one of the most important thing is improving your bucket list in some of the important places that you need to travel across Mzansi. Behind me, you're asking yourself, what are we highlighting this morning? So this morning we are highlighting the Harvey Dam. Straddling the Free State and Eastern Cape is South Africa's largest dam and a harbour for recreation. Built on the Orange River, it offers breathtaking views. So I just want you to make sure that you get yourself there by using the place's information. The surrounding nature reserve is home to springbok, zebra, and diverse bird life, making it ideal for ecotourism. Visitors enjoy camping, hiking trails, and tranquil sunsets over vast waters. The dam also plays a vital role in irrigation and hydroelectric power. Whether for adventure or relaxation, Harvey Dam blends engineering marvel with natural beauty, offering a memorable gateway in the heart of South Africa. So I hope that information was helpful enough for you to take the place on your bucket list and get traveling together with your friends and families. That's what we have for you on this beautiful morning. Right now, what we're gonna do is to take a short break, and then we come back with your latest sports and news headlines.
You on trial, I was just a young child. Gave you 25 to life, all these years gone by, and you never asked why. All you did was pray to God, all you did was wait your time. Now you about to come home, and I'm about to have a child. It's gonna be worthwhile, it's gonna be worthwhile. Remember nights I cried, now we at the finish line. You was only 21 with a son on the run, no. You was living in the jungle, got charged for a murder and some weed and a gun, no. You was moving like Rumbo, did your time like a champ, never rumble. You was on the wrong path, you was low. You ain't never let it break you, stay humble. We see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see the fire and the pain in my mama's eyes. I was just a little boy, I always wondered why.
And once again, a very good morning. These are some of your top stories making headlines this morning. Starting off with your first headline, JSC recommends suspension of Judge President Selby Mbendenge. The Judicial Service Commission has recommended that President Cyril Ramaphosa suspend Eastern Cape Judge President Selby Mbendenge pending Parliament consideration of his possible removal from office. The recommendation follows a finding of gross misconduct linked to a sexual harassment complaint brought by court employee Andy Swamengo. Mbenenge is challenging the JSC's decision in court, arguing that the findings in resulting impeachment processes are unlawful. The JSC maintains that suspension is a necessary step to protect the integrity and credibility of the judiciary. The next headline, EFF criticizes MTN and Vodacom over ICASA court challenge. The Economic Freedom Fighters has sharply criticized MTN and Vodacom for challenging ICASA's new consumer protection regulations in court. The disputed rules require unused data bundles to roll over automatically, introduces opt-in consent for out-of-bundle charges, and allow the transfer of unused data. The EFF argues that consumers should not lose services they have already paid for and says the telecom operators are prioritizing profits over customers. MTN and Vodacom contend that some provisions exceed ICASA's powers and could increase the costs and create implementation difficulties. Your next headline, Ramaphosa calls for balanced migration management. President Cyril Ramaphosa has called for firm but fair migration management across Africa while warning against blaming migrants for unemployment, crime and poor service delivery. Speaking at the Pan-African Parliament in Midrand, Ramaphosa said government must distinguish between lawful migration and illegal entry while upholding human dignity and the rule of law. He acknowledged the concerns about unmanaged migration affecting sovereignty and social order, but stressed that practical solutions are needed instead of scapegoating vulnerable communities. He also called for greater continental cooperation and migration challenges. That's all we have for your news headline. Heading over to your sports news. Starting off with athletes, Team South Africa athletes target medals as Glasgow track program begins. With South Africa swimmers already contributing to the country's Commonwealth Games campaign, attention has shifted to athletics in Glasgow. Printers Bretlin Nkwana and Cheslin Johnson safely progressed to the men's 100 meters semi-finals, while Team South Africa strong relay and sprint squads are expected to challenge for medals throughout the week. Athletes including Akane Simbine, Sinesipho Tambile, Zakine Nene, Lythe Pillay and Prudence Sekhodiso are among those carrying South Africa's hope for podium finishes across several track events. On your football news, the Sundowns conclude Austria tour before the Premiership kick-off. Mamelodi Sundowns wrap up their Austrian pre-season training camp with a 1-1 draw against Algerian champions MC Alger. The Brazilians return home having recorded 2 draws and 1 defeat during the tour, which coach Miguel Cardoso uses to assess the squad depth, integrate returning international and testing tactical options. Sundowns now turn their attention to their Betway Premiership opener against Marumo as they prepare for another demanding domestic and continental campaign. On your women football news, Banyana suffer shock defeat to Tanzania in WAFCON opener. Banyana's 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations campaign got off to a disappointing start after a 2-1 loss to Tanzania in Morocco. Despite controlling large portions of the match, South Africa fell behind through Diana Msewa before Bambanani Mbane equalized before halftime. Tanzania secured a famous victory with a late winner, leaving coach Desiree Elisa and her team under pressure ahead of a crucial Group B encounter with the Ivory Coast. The defeat significantly raises the stakes of South Africa's remaining group of fixtures. That's all for your news and sports headlines. If you want to share your thoughts on these headlines with us, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. Right now, we're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we'll give you all your latest weather update and market rates.
I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free. 중요하다는 words, it's for you, it's all for you. 가만히 있으면 안 되는 걸까? 왜 그런 거야? I'm okay just the way I am. I'm okay with what I do. 지금이 들어도 상관없는데 고맙지만 고맙지 않은데 you know I don't want to know 찾아 Right here, right now 더 찾으면 안 되는 걸까 왜 그런 걸 I'm okay just the way I am I'm okay with what I do 지금이 들어도 상관없는데 이 끝이 없는 조언들 너만한 necessity 고맙지만 고맙지 않은데 You know I don't
It's exactly 15 minutes past 8 and you're still hanging out with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to your day accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, a very good morning if you have just joined us. I hope that you are ready and looking forward to the rest of the day ahead of you and the rest of this beautiful new week. It is the 28th of July 2026. That means we are, of course, wrapping up this beautiful month. If maybe you enjoyed something about this month of July, you can come through and let us know what are your highlights for July, because that's what we're going to be doing on the last day of this month, making sure that we keep those memories alive with us. With that being said, you know that we always make sure that your mornings start with positivity, especially this day as we are dedicating it into choosing something or someone. Hashtag choose a day. It is a Tuesday. What are you choosing this morning? Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Vooka Nation are the hashtags that you need to use right there on YouTube. You can also connect with us across all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now we are live on YouTube. We're also live on Underground Radio. And of course, as we mentioned that if you want to enhance the experience of listening to the Vooka Breakfast Show, you can download the app, which is both available on iOS. Underground Radio app is the app that you need to get for yourself. With that being said, WhatsApp line is also open for calls and a voice note. Dial the number 0604933226. That's 0604933226. Let's get talking and let's get this morning going with some positive vibes. Speaking of positive vibes, we know that we always make sure that we prepare you for the morning that you are looking forward to. So if you are in any of these cities, this is the current weather update that you are experiencing. If you are in Cape Town, you're currently experiencing 13 degrees with clear skies. In Durban, you're currently experiencing 19 degrees with light rain. If you are in Pretoria, you're currently experiencing 11 degrees with clear skies. Right here in Johannesburg, we are currently experiencing 9 degrees with some clear skies. So if there's any developments with your weather update, we will bring you those updates right here. Stick with us, hang out with us, because that's where everything will be told. And then heading over to your market rate for this morning, July 28th, 2026. Let's look into how the rand is doing with other currencies out there. Starting off with the US dollar, the rand is currently trading at 16 rand 74 cents, and the Great British Pound is currently trading at 22 rand 29 cents. The euro is currently trading at 19 rand 7 cents, and Japanese yen is currently trading at 10 cents. On your commodities, 1 barrel of Brent crude oil will cost you 1,549 rands 85 cents. Gold is currently at 43,505 rand 47 cents, and Bitcoin is 1,252,597 rands 53 cents. And then we will be back, of course, with your updated market rate for the 29th of July 2026. And getting deep into some of the things that we're going to be unpacking, we have an interesting conversation and we wanted to hear from you, but we're still checking up with you on this beautiful morning on how you are doing. And you know that I'm not always alone. I always have the best team with me, making sure that mornings like these are warm and we keep you, of course, on the positive note. Joining me right here is Mr. B. How's it going,
sir? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy Tuesday, Vooka Nation. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Super excited to be here. And yeah, Mo, there's quite a lot to unpack today. And funny enough, this one came after I had a bone to pick with women, more especially. Yeah, because universities are now starting to ban students from wearing flops, bonnets to school. Like why would you do that? right? Because it's a professional environment, and there's no need for you to do that. But a number of students have been doing that, and there's just growing concerns. You still look like you're at home, because essentially these things are designed for you to protect your hair when you sleep.
Exactly.
Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because what's happening is that a number of universities are now coming together, and they are questioning the dress code of students. Right? I mean, you went to university. Imagine seeing someone come through with the bonnet.
Ish.
That's not right.
I mean, in most cases, why they would wear bonnets, at school, even coming with pajamas, is because of near the campus, right?
Yep.
You would find a lot of students residing near the campus, and for them it's like, when I'm late for class, I don't need to do everything with preparing and even bathing. Others, they would just come.
But the thing is, I get to we view tertiary as the final step before you enter the workplace.
Yeah.
Right. So, you have exited high school. And you're just in between the workplace and high school.
Yeah.
And you claim to be a responsible individual.
Yeah.
So Nalana, it shows a good team. In fact, it's like a window or peek into how you will be behaving in the workplace.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to do that in the workplace. Yeah. I mean, imagine if Ukanyo's on a bonnet. Like, that's that's a mood killer. Like, wake up, guys, and then come through.
To school.
Right? Yeah. So what's happening is that for some students, comfort is king. For others, the classroom is a professional space. A university's decision to ban bonnets, bedroom slippers, and do-rags during lectures has sparked conversations about appearance, expectations, and personal expression on campus. So the decision is raising questions about where institutions should draw the line between individual choice as well as academic standards, right? But let me just set the scene. So you arrive on campus, like I mentioned, on an early morning, and some of your friends are dressed up in these items that I've spoken about. And a little bit later on, we're going to play a simple game of would you wear this, or stuff that you would not want people to wear
at
in
campus.
In public, right? So we'll just extend it beyond campus, but it's a very interesting one. So the twist here is that what seems like a simple rule about clothing has quickly become a much bigger conversation about identity, respect, culture, comfort, and also belonging.
Yeah.
So this is where we are this morning. But obviously, people have different views and perspectives with regards to this one. So the first camp are supporters that argue that lecture venues should reflect a professional learning environment.
Yeah, they should, Vel. They should, because I feel like even the institution themselves, if you are going to have like an inbound residence for students, right, you need to set clear boundaries in terms of the code of conduct, in terms of the policy, dress code policy, that whereas someone who is coming to class, right, because you're also going to set a standard, for maybe the first years who don't understand. If they see a third year coming with bonnets, with pajamas, they're going to feel like, no, this is acceptable, so I should come to school
with bedroom slippers and all of that.
Bedroom slippers and things like that.
Look, funny enough, when we were in high school, slippers la blue la.
Yeah.
Kids would not they would decide not to wear school shoes. Now, it's something I never did, Mina, because I never owned those slippers, but I hear they were warm during winter.
Yeah.
But I would see that it's a trend. Let me wear these slippers to school, as opposed to actual school shoes. I want to imagine this thing is now bleeding into the tertiary space.
Yeah.
Because some students actually believe that they have the freedom to decide what they want to wear in class.
Yeah. And
there has to be limits, because even if it's not just bonnets or bedroom wear, there are students that take it a notch further.
Yeah.
in terms of how not to dress, right? But some see dress code as a way to prepare students for workplace expectations.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the industry differs. I mean, people look at me, they look at us, and we dressed according to the industry that we operate in. So if it's going to be corporate, which most jobs are, then it has to be formal wear.
Yeah.
Right? It has to be formal wear. But it's not that strict nowadays, but you can have your semi-casual, semi-formal and all of that. But in terms of bedroom, that one is a no-no. So others question whether appearance has any impact on academic performance or engagement. Dude, manje, how does this affect my results, you know?
Yeah.
But Kanye seems to be the one that would wear a bonnet to class, or maybe she did.
I
maybe
would,
she did.
I would definitely, as a sense of style, though, I'd make sure that I'm bathed, you know, I smell nice, you know, and
wear
just
what?
looking cute. A bonnet. Why not? And I mean, like, what if you also like limited when it comes to clothes? What if you actually aren't, you know,
You are a
too much
student.
of a fashionista?
You receive
just-
student grant. You know, you get money to buy clothes, books, and everything. That's why there's a student fund for you to buy clothes to come to school, because we understand that kids and learners come from different backgrounds. So it is understandable that if you apply for a student financial aid, it means you want to buy certain things so that you can look representable, look like a student who's coming to class and getting ready for their future.
Serious about life.
Serious about life, yeah.
Okay.
But speaking of that, Kanye, because when you seem to be on their camp, ne, on the
Yeah,
defense
I
line.
am.
So I've got a couple of questions. You can answer some of them. Which of the following would you avoid wearing in public? Would you avoid wearing bonnet? Would you avoid wearing slippers? Or would you avoid wearing shorts? Between the three.
Between the three.
Slippers, bonnets, or
hectic.
shorts?
Already, there's two I would definitely avoid. But
Which is...
I'll definitely go for shorts, because shorts are more uncomfortable and they would definitely attract people's attention and possibly unwanted attention. So I definitely.
I think Kanye's talking about a different type of short. Like.
Yeah, we're not
shorts
talking about those shorts.
No, man, we're not talking about those shorts.
Oh,
No.
okay,
Not
not
a
a
bum
bum
short.
short. Okay, slippers definitely.
So it's slippers, right?
Slippers,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So, Mo, which of the following do you think men shouldn't wear
A gown.
in public, right?
I hope a gown is there.
In fact, let me just flip this, because there's another one for ladies. Back to you, Kanye. Which of the following do you think men should not wear in public? I'm a flops. I'm gonna allow a T-shape now.
Yeah.
All right, shorts or tight jeans.
Ish. Okay, tight jeans, really, because sometimes
Tight jeans.
can't breathe.
Mo, which of the following do you think ladies should not wear in public? Is it torn jeans, leggings, or flats?
So with leggings, they're wearing the leggings.
It's
with
just
the
leggings,
skirt.
man. No, it's leggings. It's just leggings.
No, don't wear leggings.
Don't wear leggings.
Why?
Right?
Why not?
Yeah,
Why not?
no,
Can I-
because I'm in agreement. Don't wear leggings.
No,
guys.
they don't look
Why?
representable.
Why?
Like, you don't look like a, well representable. I mean, it depends where you are. You can't wear leggings go skolong. Like, come on. You
Come
can't
on,
wear
you can't
those
do
things.
that.
With a crop top.
Yeah, so let me get a little bit more controversial here. Which of the followings do you think lecturers or teachers shouldn't wear in public? Torn jeans or pants, slightly above the knee skirts, or even shorts?
Is there an option for all of the above?
Don't wear all
wear,
of the above. Yeah,
like,
as a
tight
teacher,
jeans,
we've seen on
shorts,
TikTok, right? We've seen on TikTok where there's this teachers that are banomzimba and they wear tight clothes, and kids of today, like in high school, I shoot, "Ay, ma'am." Ma'am.
No, ma'am, zikubambile le impahla, ma'am.
Right, we've seen that. So it's like,
The
don't
clothes
do
are
that.
tight.
So it's not just the kids at school,
Yeah.
but even the lecturers, like, dress appropriately, for the job. But anyway, that's that, guys. And hopefully they put a stop to this, because it's really not preparing Abokanye for the future.
Okay, we'll consider.
Interesting.
But what
interesting.
happens on a casual day? Just asking.
Look, let's get back to this one when you come back from the break. We're still asking the question, university students dress code question. What are your thoughts right there? Have you seen any university student wearing inappropriately? Talk to us. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show.
Hashtag live for radio. The Underground.
Yeah, stepping in the spot like she own it. Looking like the world is your runway. She can set it off like a gunplay. Oh my, yeah. Talk of the city with that body. Always getting praised like it's Sunday. She said, baby, what you gonna do about it? Loving your vibe, girl. That energy got me going.
These are your
That thing's so vibrant. I wanna know if you can give me the keys to your heart, baby. All I need is you. All I need is you.
Summary news headlines. The Judicial Service Commission recommended that President Cyril Ramaphosa suspend Eastern Cape Judge President Selbin Benenge following findings of gross misconduct in a sexual harassment case. Meanwhile, the EFF criticized MTN and Vodacom for challenging ICASA's consumer-friendly data rollover regulations. And on migration, Ramaphosa urged governments to manage migration firmly and effectively while rejecting the blame often placed on migrants for broader social and economic problems. This is Banela for Vooka News.
All I need is you. All I need is you. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia yila. Vanemia yila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mule na vanemia yila. Vanemia yila. Loving your vibe, girl. That energy got me going. It's my baby. That thing so vibrant. Keys to your heart, baby girl. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia yila. Vanemia yila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mule na vanemia yila. Vanemia yila.
Before the break, we were talking about inappropriate dress codes for public, but more specifically with students that are wearing these bedroom items like your bonnets and your slippers to school and university. So yeah, hoping that these universities will put a stop to this, because for me personally, I feel that the university is a place where they are preparing students for the real world and the workplace as well. But speaking of items or things that happened today in history, I've played a couple of games. I've played Medal of Honor. I've played Call of Duty, more specifically with the war theme, right? And I've gone through the storyline of World War I. So today in history, on the 28th of July, 1914, Austria and Hungary declared war on Serbia, triggering a chain of events that led to the outbreak of World War I. The conflict reshaped global politics, borders, and international relations for decades. Not sure if you did history at school or you learned anything about World War I, but I got my knowledge from the PlayStation 2.
When you were playing Call of Duty?
More specifically, this one was called Medal of Honor, right? And it's a game that I enjoyed, but it was set up in a sense where it is World War I, and I mean, at the time I was just shooting, right? Didn't really care who's wrong or who's right. But yeah, that's how I got my World War I knowledge from PlayStation 2. So games are not that bad.
Yeah, they are not. Because I remember when I was playing Call of Duty 3 and Modern Warfare 3, right? Well, I did get a little bit of the knowledge, but I didn't understand some of the missions. So there was this documentary that was always playing on National Geographic. I don't know if you know it. Yeah, like they always play.
War
documentaries.
Yep.
Like, yeah, so I think I would pick, from the little details that they always shared, because that program, like, it was playing each and every day around a certain time, right? And yeah, that's where you got to understand, the ins and outs, because there are a lot of things that really happened, when it comes to World War, on how it started, and some of the individuals who were alive by that time, who lived through the years to explain what happened. So I think, the little pieces that I got to learn was through TV and social media.
Yeah, I mean, some movies have also come out, right?
Yeah.
There's this one of recent that I watched, Sisu.
Yeah.
But Usisu and he was part of the war, but then he left the war, and the war followed him, and then he brought the war back. As much as it's based on the era of World War One, for me, I find it funny because they can't kill that guy. They can't kill that guy. But anyway, today also in history, Peru gains independence, right? Where they were celebrating today, they're celebrating Independence Day, marking the declaration of independence from Spain in 1821 by Jose de San Martin. The date remains one of the country's most significant national celebrations. So in Peru they probably celebrating today, and man, that's good stuff. It's not nice to be colonized. They gained their independence today in 1821. And then the last one here is Skylab 3 launches from NASA. So on the 28th of July 1973, NASA launched the Skylab 3 mission to the United States' first space station. The mission contributed valuable knowledge about long-duration human space flight. So I guess it's some of these technological advances that would allow humans to go out in space. Just the other day we were talking about the difference between orbiting space and actually being out of the Earth's atmosphere. So we've got our own Mark Shuttleworth that has been to space, but not necessarily they've gone outside the orbit or the that thing of Earth, right? So they've been to space. I mean, even aboard Katy Perry have been to space.
Katy Perry?
Yeah, they've been to space, as well as a few other celebrities. Okay. But remember, space is just above the atmosphere or the stratosphere, somewhere there. But it's not like, they've gone way beyond like
the layers of the sphere.
The layers, right?
Yeah.
So Skylab 3 basically was designed to contribute knowledge towards long-duration human space flight. So very interesting. This happened today in history. So now moving right along, today as the 28th of July, we are currently 209 days into the year. 209. And we've got 156 days that are remaining until we say goodbye to 2026. 156 days. So, guys, it's Katsia Hamba. For anyone thinking that you still have time remaining, I'm going to urge you to wake up and smell the coffee. Like it's Kati Sambile. Go out and fulfill your dreams. Wake up early. Be the earliest bird and catch the fattest worm, because time waits for no man, right? Yeah, so I'm in my preacher mood right now. So guys, go out and do whatever you need to do. But also on this day, we also share light, or we shed some light on whatever's happening around the world in terms of days that we observe. So one of the days that we are observing annually on the 28th of July is World Hepatitis Day, which promotes awareness, testing, prevention, and treatment of viral hepatitis. So health organizations encourage early detection to help reduce liver diseases.
Hepatitis.
Hepatitis.
Have you learned about hepatitis?
I just know there are some words. You don't have to know what but you can tell there's something wrong here.
Yeah, because The time I learned about hepatitis, it was when I was doing life science. I think there's types of hepatitis because I know the one that you can find in water is type B. So type B, you can find it in running water, especially in countries that are mostly affected by malaria. So you need to play far away from running water on the streets because your chances of having hepatitis type B are very, very high.
Interesting.
Yeah,
very interesting. I mean, thinking about the way these communities are set up, right?
Yeah.
You've got someone that's downstream that's using the same water that Mo just took a dump in Manji, right? And then that's how we contract these these things. But another one that we're looking at today is community health focus. So the day highlights the value of public health education, access to healthcare, and community support. So South Africans are encouraged to use trusted screening and healthcare services.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I just found out that, with health, they've introduced your NommyP and PrEP, right?
Yeah.
But it's like a daily pill with the PrEP that you have to take because PrEP is post. Now they've introduced an injection, so to speak, where it's something that you're going to have to inject twice a year, and this should keep you safe. If you know,
contracting diseases,
from contracting, more specifically HIV. But obviously, guys, this will not prevent you from having kids. It's just preventing you from HIV. But go to your nearest clinic. They'll give you more information with regards to that. If it's something that you want to take, then 100%. I mean, get as educated as possible so that you know what you're getting yourself into. But today is Community Health Focus Day, and as mentioned, it highlights the value of public health education, access to healthcare, as well as community support. So you would normally see tents out and about, so they're free of charge. We've had an organization come through here, Crystal Fountain, now where they do free screenings for your basic checkups like your high blood, HIV, and so on, right? So so that's what we're observing today, Vooka Nation. And if it's something that you've procrastinated and you've put off for so long, go out and just get a screening.
I mean, I've seen that a lot of people, are scared. There's a certain stigma that goes behind screening, right? Because they will tell you that, once you go there, you'll find things that you never expected when you go screening. It's like all of a sudden when you go there, you have sugar diabetes. Now you are called to come through to take your medicine or your treatment. So I think when it comes to health focus, there is a lot of awareness that is being brought, especially in our public communities, to say, guys, come through, because you'll never know. Sometimes you are someone who's just innocent, and you have a certain disease that you don't know about. So do a screening, get help, and maybe it will be cured, maybe it will be treated better, knowing very well that they will do tests.
Early detection, right? Because early detection could save your life. I mean, look, with us guys, really, this is where the problem is. Tina, we don't want to do screenings. I remember first time, Kuzola 7, where this guy was encouraging community. Which guys go out and get tested. Now we're talking about Kuzola 7, where at the time we were not even watching Uzola on flat screens, right? We're talking about the tube TV, where it's a 4:3 aspect ratio. So this is like a while back. But then he comes out and he says, okay, Zola, my dream for 3 days is to rally the community and encourage them, guys, go out and test. So he did the whole thing, Naibam Tester, live or on camera. But obviously they did not disclose my results. And fast forward years later, at Crystal Fountain, we're getting tested live on camera, but not live, but it's like Bas Bonisa Singena, right? And then so bona ngomuntu mangaphuma smile ukuthi I know ngicala but anyway, that's what we did last year when we got tested right here in studio. I mean, they also gave us some packs, right, to see. But guys, world
test.
community health and all of that. But maybe you need motivation, right? Because right here at the Vooka Breakfast Show, we're all about giving you nothing but positive vibes so that you can have a beautiful kickstart to your morning. And today's quote of the day is that success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Okay, I'll say that one more time. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. So you don't have to go out and do an extravagant thing, but just keep plucking away.
For you to
Same
succeed.
location.
Yeah.
Even if you want to dig or you're digging with a teaspoon, if you just keep on doing, keep on going, then you will eventually dig a big enough foundation to build your future on, right? So yeah, I mean, Abu Schofield know this very well.
Hey.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out, right? And then our morning inspiration is that progress is built through steady action. Focus on today's priorities, support those around you, and remember that small, consistent efforts can create remarkable results over time.
You know, people are learning nowadays that, taking things a small steps by at the time, it really gets you where you want to. Because one time you take that big step, towards your goals, and you end up losing everything that you have been working for throughout the year. Just like where we are right now, it is July, the second half of the year. Some of the people feel like they are not even heading towards the goals that they have set for themselves. But these are the inspirational words that we need for each and every morning to keep ourselves going. That each and every time you don't see yourself as if like you are not progressing, because the way to stipulate that progress is built through steady action. Focus on today's priorities. If you have any priority this morning, that's why each and every Tuesday we are asking you, what are you choosing? What is it that you're choosing? Who are you choosing, and why are you choosing that person? Because maybe whatever priority you have will really help you to get you where you want to be. So these are very profound and very good way to kickstart your beautiful morning. So today's priorities is about what you choose, and as the Vooka Breakfast Show, we always choose impact, and we always ask you to choose impact yourself, so that whoever surrounds you, they can give you the support that you want. So consistent effort can create remarkable results over time. So these are the words that you need to run away with, and those small efforts that you put each and every day, they soon going to show themselves. The results are going to pan out, and you will see that it does help to take small steps at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, in the last 2 minutes, we do have a culture right here on the show where we celebrate individuals that are growing up, and we shine spotlight on them. So anyone that's growing up to us, that person is a celebrity, you know, because life is precious. But speaking of celebrities that we know, Soulja Boy is growing up today.
Soulja Boy.
Yeah, Soulja Boy.
Man.
So he's turning 36 years young. So he was born today, 28th of July, 1990. And Soulja Boy became a global sensation with the hit single Crank That.
Yeah.
So he's among the earliest artists to successfully use social media to build a worldwide audience. And apparently, with the Soulja Boy, he did most of his career, he ran independently, right? Ooh, so he's one of those musicians that use social media to get his name out there. Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool stuff.
That is Soulja Boy. Another celebrity that we are looking at is Martina McBride, and she's turning 60 years young. Born today, 28th of July, 1966. Martina McBride is known for her powerful vocals and successful country music career. Her songs often focus on resilience, family, as well as personal empowerment. So happy birthday to Martina and Soulja Boy. If you know anyone that's celebrating their birthday, send through their picture. Let us give them a shout out. In fact, if you want us to call them right here on the show, we can absolutely do that, just to make their day a little bit extra and a little bit special. So yeah, happy birthday to these two individuals. But if you know anyone, please let us know, and we will definitely reach out. One thing I am looking forward to, Mo, because it's Tuesday, and we're asking, who do you choose, right?
Yeah.
So Steve Harvey was on a podcast recently, and he was talking all things love. And this is the same guy that came out with a book where men felt that he's revealing secrets, right? But we're going to talk about his best 6 tips for having a successful relationship right after this.
6 tips.
What's up, fam? Chilling with your boy Moeketsi, my man, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
Famous NommyP, Kamakosazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE list. My name is MooCee on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Brothers and sisters,
Check this out.
High definition radio. The underground.
Shall we proceed? Yeah. Stepping in the spot like she own it. Looking like the world is your runway. She can set it off like a gunplay. Oh my. Yeah. Talk of the city with that body. Always getting praised like it's Sunday. She said, baby, what you gonna do about it? Loving your vibe, girl. That energy got me going. Yeah, that thing's so vibrant. I wanna know if you can give me the keys to your heart, baby. All I need is you. All I need is you. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila. She said she need me like heartbeats. Drive me the bed like a RV. Hugging the curves on that body. She bring the heat like wasabi. Promise not to test your heart. Never, we just can't be kept apart. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you the best by far. Always go the extra mile. Yeah.
It is 10 minutes to 9 o'clock, and you're still chilling with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So comments have been coming through on YouTube, and the first one is that pertaining birthdays, right? So today we're celebrating a heavenly birthday to Mamaga Queen, where she came through on the comments and said that today is my late mom's birthday, first birthday without her. Right? So happy heavenly birthday to your mom. And I understand it's a sweet sour moment, but then let's take this day and celebrate her, right?
Yeah.
For all the things, the jokes that she cracked. And what's your most beautiful memory that you have about her? So let us know in the comments right there. Before we dive into the news recap, in case you missed them, another thing, Mo, that we would like to introduce on the show is the possibility of talking about relationship advice, right?
Yeah.
We're not saying we're experts, but then we were scouring the social streets, and there are Facebook groups that talk about relationship advice, and people would post on those groups and they would ask questions. Guys, what do I do in such a case? So yesterday there was a post that came out, right? And the girl says, which is anonymous of course, she says, so my boyfriend is going on a trip next month.
Okay.
Right, so guy is traveling. He said I could come, but I would need to get my own flight, and he would get the food as well as other small things. So now in my past relationships, my flights have always been covered. So now I do not know what to think. what do you guys think? Should I be upset about paying for my own flights?
Why should you be upset? I mean, it's like taking care of yourself. Imagine getting used to be taken care by your boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then you go to the next relationship, and then this guy's like, can you please take care of yourself? And then you ask people, oh, good guys, how should I feel about buying myself stuff? How should I feel about buying myself toiletries,
Yep.
cosmetics? Guys, come on. Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, so some of the comments, people were like, but you see now you're comparing your past relationship to your new one, right?
Yeah.
So the boyfriend says, hey, you can if you want to, but you're going to have to cover your own flights, everyone.
Yeah.
So Kanye, if you are in a relationship or your current relationship, how much of your past relationship bleeds into your current relationship in terms of expectations? I get it. Peter used to
but you know what should we do? Like, in this situation, do you think the girl is wrong? Because the guy's like, come through, but pay for your own flight, and you're gonna get your own stuff just to get here. Is he wrong by doing that?
Is it like a matter of finances? Is he like, because I think you can communicate, no, I'm not able to afford this.
Yeah, then son.
Then if you cannot, then
don't come.
So I shouldn't come.
Yeah.
Or I can only come when I can afford as a girl.
Yeah.
Where are we going, Ghana?
Right. So girl says that because Guy is traveling next month,
yes.
Guy says you can come along, but you're gonna have to cover your own flight. So now here's the contention. She says, but in my past relationships, my flights have always been covered by my partner. So I don't know what to think. What do you guys think? Should I be upset about paying for my own flights?
Upset.
I think now she knows what she's getting herself into, because now you can't be now in the taxi but expecting luxury things to happen, so I think she just needs to be honest about her standards as well, so she could just let go of the guy.
No, but she's honest though. She's honest.
And that means she doesn't have the money. She can't afford, definitely, because she's always been leaning to the next person in her past relationship.
Now it comes back to that question Mo was asking, Guti. Is she justified to ask for that?
Not from the same guy. Maybe she should just like let go of the guy or whatever the case may be, but stick to her own standards, because I mean, like, you can't be wanting someone else to live your past life whereas they now in your present, and that's too much of expectations, to be quite frank.
Exactly. Because your past relationships, your flights have been paid.
Exactly.
And it says a lot with your manner of approach, because we should start on how did it even get to a conversation of you should come.
Exactly.
Right? Because maybe she's always the one who's like, hey, can I come?
Yes.
Is it possible if I can come? I mean, it's like, okay, sure, you can, but you're gonna have to cover your own flight.
I mean, what if your partner has one of those nice, extravagant jobs, because they're always traveling?
Yeah.
I mean, one of these days you're gonna be like, yo, babes, can I come with
you?
Let's go together.
Yeah.
Because for the fact that I went to Cape Town, with business. I mean, I left you. We should have went there together. So it shows that there's so many things that contribute into her wanting to come. Maybe there's things that she's suspecting. Maybe she also wants to come to say, okay, the next 7 days you are going to be doing your business. I want to be next to you because I'm suspecting something.
Surveillance.
Or maybe we tatela dinto o batla fela go lo bona mafatshe, guys. O boregile ke South Africa.
Yeah, then organize your own trip to
He's
Cape
not
Town.
wrong. To be quite frank, the guy is not wrong. But if the girl
Pay your
feels
own
like
trip.
the guy is not meeting up with her standards, then she must stick to what she already knows. I mean, that's what she knows. Flights, Dubai, and stuff. So she must stick to what she knows and stop, acting and wanting others to play big when they are already small now.
Arma Gozumela Gauvela. Just because
Exactly.
you were dating the
Exactly.
So Anonza, you've heard, right? Anonza, you've heard.
To the devil that you know.
So sweet,
Yeah.
what's the way forward.
Yeah.
Be
Like,
honest.
Don't be upset. I mean, if you are paying your own flight, you should be proud of yourself.
Exactly.
That, you know what, I've covered my expenses.
And I'm going with my
Yeah,
partner.
I chose my window aisle right
That's
there.
content.
I chose business class. Like, be proud of yourself that you paid your own
Vlog
flight.
about it.
Clock
Being
it.
an independent woman.
Clock it and enjoy the flight.
Clock it, and when you book the flight, make sure you get the far seats that you've got a window seat and you've got a view, right? Yeah.
And yes, Banela, I'd definitely like this to be a topic one day because we are so immersed as ladies into this world of materialism. To what extent, I don't know. If I see my girl posting in that Givenchy, whatever, I'm pressured, you know that.
But
So,
do you
what is
even
what?
know if she owns it or not?
I mean, she's posting in it, doing it. Like, I'm seeing it. It's happening. It could be AI, whatever the case is. But like, can we
Why
talk
are you
about
pressured?
us and? Eh?
But
You
don't
do
be
get pressured.
Don't be pressured. We'll talk
Well, I
about
wouldn't
it
really
right
say
now.
pressure,
when
yeah,
we go
but I'd
to-
like to actually have
Yeah,
that.
we'll talk about it right
opening
now.
up,
But yeah, news recap right after this.
Chilling with your boy Moeketsi, my man, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
My name is NommyP, Kamakosazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE List. My name is MooCee List. On the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, finally. I always daydreaming, never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, higher to a bird. You, I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
It's exactly 3 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock, and these are some of the news headlines that you missed when we began the show. On your first news recap, Mbenenge suspension recommendation recap. The Judicial Service Commission has advised President Cyril Ramaphosa to suspend Judge President Selby Mbenenge following its finding of gross misconduct in a sexual harassment matter. The recommendation comes while Parliament considers possible impeachment proceedings. The case centers on allegation made by court employee Andiswa Mengo. Mbenenge is challenging the findings in court, But the JSC says suspension is necessary to safeguard public confidence in the judiciary. What's next is Ramaphosa considers the recommendation. Parliament may advance impeachment proceedings and court reviews of the JSC decision continue. Your next news recap, ICASA data rollover court challenge recap. The EFF has condemned MTN and Vodacom for taking ICASA to court over data rollover regulations designed to protect consumers. The rules require unused data to roll over and provide additional consumer safeguards. The dispute affects millions of mobile users. Telecom operators argue that regulations are difficult to implement and exceed ICASA's powers, while supporters say consumers deserve a full value for purchased services. What's next is legal proceedings against regulation move forward. ICASA is expected to defend its rules. Consumers group will closely monitor the outcome. On your last news recap, migration management recap, President Cyril Ramaphosa has called for a balanced approach to migration, combining strong immigration controls with protection of human dignity. He warned against blaming migrants for South Africa's economic and social challenges. Ramaphosa acknowledged the concerns about illegal migration and border management, but stressed that migration issues require practical solutions rather than hostility towards migrants. What's next is continued discussions on migration policy. Regional cooperation initiatives may expand. Government expected to focus on immigration enforcement and social cohesion. That's all for your news recap. If you want to share your thoughts on these headlines with us, you can simply use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226.
Yeah, so my 2 cents on this, starting with Lega Ramaphosa.
Yeah.
He's right in terms of hostility. There should, under no circumstances, be any violence whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't know how you would feel about this, Moeketsi. There is some level of blame that could be put on the system that illegal immigrants add on to South Africa's already failing system, right? Number one, when we talk about cheap labor, right, what happens is that employers will choose to hire individuals that are not documented, and as a result they will pay or offer below salary or below minimum wage. So what this does is that it creates a standard across the board that if you are a helper or you are in the restaurant space, then it means you are comfortable taking home 3,000 rand, and that becomes the baseline, right? But if we get rid of illegal immigration in the country, then employers are forced to adhere to the rules and the constitution of the country, meaning that if minimum wage is 4,500, then across the board it's going to be 4.5. But if illegal immigration causes this problem, then one can actually turn around and say, but I do blame our system in allowing this to happen, because this is now driving these issues to take place, right? So I don't agree with the president partially in this case. I agree with you in terms of no violence, but I disagree with you in terms of we can't point a finger. Yes, I agree, we point a finger, but then we fix it, because this is where we want to go as a country, in fact any country for that matter, right? So yeah, that's my 2 cents. I mean, with regards to that,
when he mentioned the controls with the protection of human dignity, I think this also, goes way above, because when we let other things get out of control, that's when you will come through and notice that you have let things go on for, this amount of time, to a point that whenever you come now, to bring, solutions to the problem, you would find out that, some of the policies, including the SADC region in itself, because what's happening in the background is presidents are having back and forth calls in terms of, guys, what is going on? Our citizens are complaining about your people coming through in our country and committing crimes and things like this. So they're like, let's sit down and come with systems and policy that are driven to prevent such things from happening in our countries. And when you see much and much protest happening over and over again, that's when you see that, okay, you've taken so much time and now people
to respond.
Yeah. So if you are going to talk about the paper being, being brought forward, it becomes something that is you're sorry
you're losing. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, I've seen whenever March and March happens, there is a memorandum that gets submitted every single time, because the marches are not just marches for the sake of marching. There is a document that they submit to see, Mr. President,
memorandum,
please consider the following. And whenever you take time to respond, this is where these issues take place. But that's with regards to the migration management. The other one, Mo, is with regards to buying data, and then it expires, right? In other countries, data is cheap and it lasts longer. I mean, it is a tough conversation altogether, because what Vodacom and these other providers have introduced is time-based data bundles, right? And you can buy something for an hour, which is cheaper. You can buy for the whole day, 3 days, 1 week, you name it. And then you can also buy 30 days, I believe. But also Nakona, even when you buy the one for 30 days and you don't mind putting out the budget, it still expires. But guys, I paid for this thing. I paid for it.
It's mine.
So why should it expire? But now the contention about this one is, does ICASA have the legal foothold to regulate in this regard, right? Because this is where the news recap, do they have the powers to challenge this? I don't know, but this is probably one of those things where even upcoming kids, one day will still be battling in the country. Because there was a time where I was reading up with how much does 1 gig cost in other countries, right? And this is years ago. A gig was costing around 12 rands, like
just a gig.
For like 12 months, for 30 days or so on. Ngapa you would find it for like 30 rand and so on. So it was quite ridiculous, like 3 times the value, right? So I don't know about this one. We can just, keep our eyes glued to the screen, our ears to the ground. But I think it would be advantageous if you bought a data bundle, more especially late 30 days. I'm not talking about these timed ones. Might last until you finish it.
I think I remember when the leader of the EFF, Julius Malema, he was doing his speech and he spoke about the issue of unemployment in our country. And he mentioned that you guys are being robbed, because imagine you're unemployed and you're trying to, apply in different places where you are seeking employment, and then the data that you bought with your own money expires. Why aren't you questioning things like that? So that's where we have to go back to the document and relook some of these things.
Data must fall, guys. Data must absolutely fall. And then the last one is something we covered a while back, because President Judge Umbenenge is still because it was a controversial one where he was chatting with a colleague and he was sending him emojis of a unwrapped chocolate. And Babambuza is like, no, I just thought you would like a chocolate, that's unwrapped. I mean, what's wrong with what if I send you one? Is there something wrong with that? But in a way, that's a judge right there in the Eastern Cape where Batimila suspend you because he's using
it's inappropriate communication. It's inappropriate communication. We understand that yes, it's emojis, but the context of using the emojis also counts. When someone is talking to me and then they're sending me peaches, they're sending me brinjals and bananas,
and water splashes.
What do you mean? And what do they mean in today's context when we are texting?
I mean, he acted like Genagazi, He's just sending that emoji and all of that to a colleague. And the colleague about reporter. So now it's like, hey, judge, you should get suspended for what you've done. So Anyway, I'm glad it's not my father because hey, it's like I now Baba boy inside.
No, it actually sends a message to fathers and whoever holds a certain position out there to say if you try communicate, because
use words.
Nowadays, people learn. There's TikTok, there's a lot of social media platforms where they're teaching people on how to use these emojis and the communication, because there's literally people who know how to communicate using emojis.
Just emojis. There's games that are designed around emojis.
So Ntate Mbenenge must go, man. They must set an example with him.
Even the name Benenge, it's like, hey, when, hey, you Benenge, you, eh? But anyway, those are the news recap for this morning, right? So a bit earlier, we spoke about there are 6 relationship advice coming from Steve Harvey. You know, Steve Harvey as a comedian, Steve Harvey as a host of a show,
motivational
you would
speaker.
Normally see those clips. He's an author as well, where he really gives advice. So now we looking at 6 of his best relationship tips this morning. I don't know if you guys will agree or disagree, but he came out with, well, it's actually more than 6, but we handpicked only 6.
6 of those.
6 of those. SIX, right?
Yeah.
6 of those. All right. So we're going to dive into them. But before that, let me just paint the picture here quickly, right? So Steve Harvey, as you know, prominent individual. So I want us to do this together. So it's either yay or nay for you of the 6 advice tips that he's going to be giving. So it's good love advice, you know. Is good love advice timeless? Because what worked in 1998 should also work today.
Yeah,
it should be timeless. It should be timeless. So good love advice is timeless, or are they outdated in today's world? So Steve Harvey was recently on a podcast, like I mentioned, and he shared tips to a strong relationship. So today we today we combine 6 of Steve Harvey's best relationship advice. So now when it comes to relationship advice, it's everywhere, you know. People that are single will give you advice. People that are divorced will give you advice, but advice is advice, you know.
It's an advice.
It is advice. So although Steve Harvey has authored a number of books, right? He has shared a set of principles that many people swear by, while others question whether they still apply in modern relationships. Now, there's a book that came out a while back about Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man. And a lot of men felt like Steve Harvey is giving away secrets of men.
Yeah.
But like, why would you mention this to women? But then we're gonna dive into these 6 relationship advice from Steve Harvey. But before we do that, Kanye, do you give relationship advice?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's dive into the 6, Gemanja, right? So I'm gonna start with the first one. So Steve says that one should always be present, not distracted.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Be present and not distracted.
Yes.
So he stresses that showing up consistently builds trust.
Fair enough.
Be present, not distracted, because if you want to build trust, you need to show up consistently. All right. So he says that you need to prioritize time. You need to prioritize family time over social events.
Oh.
Right? And you need to avoid environments that could compromise your reputation. Okay? And then lastly, pertaining being present and not distracted, he says that daily routines like morning coffee together, these are the things that strengthen your bond. So
rituals.
Find something to do together, and this will then keep the relationship strong.
So like are these as advices for like people who have, you know, families? or people who are looking forward to have families?
I mean, just as long as need to, you guys are a family.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. If you want to grow the family, sure. But I think it applies from two people going up. Yeah.
But isn't the first one contradicting? Because I think like the events that he also attends, like it's more of social events, and instead of prioritizing one, I mean, you can strike a balance between the two, because you are Steve Harvey at the end of the day.
Yep.
I am gonna want to book you. So are you telling me if I am booking you as Steve Harvey, you're going to say no, I prioritize my family?
Well, just like Anonymous, Steve Harvey is definitely booking a flight for his wife.
Exactly.
Bamba Boink in this case.
Exactly. Definitely.
Or maybe Steve says, honey, book your own flight.
Yeah, come through. I want to see you.
But I mean, have you seen with Dr. Phil, ne? After every show, especially when he walks out, the wife meets him there, and then they walk out together.
Yeah.
For what?
It's a powerful statement. Like it shows Uti,
I have a feminine,
song. Yeah.
That's nice.
But to be present. Now, you see, the thing about being present and not distracted is, more you can be there, right? But then you're distracted and your mind is not there, so you're not present. Mentally so, emotionally so, but then physically you're there. So I guess Lana, what he's saying is be present. But in order for one to do that, it takes a lot.
It does.
It really takes a lot. All right, it really takes a lot. But let us know, Vooka Nation, is that a yay or a nay with regards to this one? And it gets interesting as we move down the list. The second one here is honesty is non-negotiable.
You don't negotiate honesty.
Yeah.
Spend your money at the brand.
Okay, let's deep dive into that.
You know what I believe, ne? Sometimes you don't lie. It's just that you don't disclose the whole truth. And there's a difference. But is that being dishonest?
That is being very dishonest.
Not speaking the whole truth. Part of the truth.
Yeah, it's okay. Where were you? No, bring Namachita.
And I wasn't Namachita.
No, you were. But then it's like, you omit some things. You redact some things.
Yeah.
No, you remove things. So that's what I'm saying, Guti. You are not telling the whole truth, but you're just telling portions of it. And it's like, hey, am I being dishonest here?
Yeah, you are being very dishonest.
Okay, but now ask me a question that you know that I know, and then I'll answer you partially. So, am I being dishonest?
Yeah, because you like omitting some of the things that could add on as facts. Like, I have to critical think. I was at this time with this and this is what we were doing. I need to be able to clarify as well as a person who's processing the message that is coming from you.
I think only when you ask, that's when it's like, okay, story. But you're asking, where was I? I'm like, I was Namachita. Where? We were watching a game.
The thing is,
you know what I mean?
3 months bank statement.
It varies. It varies, from individuals. Because if you know that the person that you are dating or uzwana naye is an overthinker, right? Sometimes that's why you would hear people say, I'm protecting you from the truth. So I know if I tell you the whole truth, how you are going to react and overthink the situation. Because I said I was with a certain person, I know you would overreact. I was with the person, but I will not tell you that I was with the person.
Why are you not?
We were just
you
working
with the
because
person?
I know that you always overreact for no reason, and we always talk about this. So sometimes is you are protecting someone from knowing the things that they're not supposed to know because they overthink.
So obviously, Steve begs to differ here because he says honesty is non-negotiable. So from straight talk, no chaser, Harvey insists truth is the foundation of love. So you speak plainly even when uncomfortable. Don't sugarcoat intentions.
Nice one, Stevie.
So my intentions, I mean, it's like, you know, if it but then you've got a different intention. When you want time to yourself, but then you can't ask it. Yeah. So you'd rather use a machita as a clutch, right? So when it comes to my intentions, do not sugarcoat them. And then lastly, transparency prevents suspicion, right? So this is where most guys felt to, you know, with the book that you authored, this is you putting guys out there, all right? But he says honesty is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
And transparency.
I mean, there are some things I don't need to know, personally, all right? In fact, are you okay? Yes, all right? Is there anything that I need to know? If you say no, then it's fine.
Yeah.
All right, then we move on.
Yeah.
All right? If there's something that requires my attention, then tell me. But if it doesn't, let's move on.
You yourself, you deserve like a room of, you know, doing things your own way. Because if you're going to give away the way you do things personally, that's where people are starting to calculate. And now if you're not doing things according to the routine that you have laid out to the person, that's when they're starting asking questions. Oh, Pela, when I am used to you doing coffee in the morning, why are you not doing the coffee in the morning? And then those
why are you drinking from the cafeteria downstairs or the coffee shop downstairs? It's just that today I decided to go drink downstairs.
It's a ritual. You need to understand, it's a ritual that we formed bond over, you know. I mean, like, it's a ritual. No, you can't just change hypo drastically without also discussing. Pilla, you must tell me, baby, today I'm going down to the cafeteria, I'll see you. Uyang soften up. Man, I'm also to aggressively, harshly.
I feel like there's a limit to communication.
Guys, that's why
not everything is communicated through verbal communication.
Exactly.
You know, if you know someone, like there's energy that is communicating, there's spiritual communication that happens overboard.
If that is, then I'll give it to you. But at the same time, I'm just saying, some rituals are formed not only because we were just doing them, but you need to understand that this is our time. This is where you and I get to sit down together and speak.
It's not the day.
So honesty is non-negotiable for you,
okay, sharp.
Honesty is non-negotiable.
It is. What do you mean? Wait.
It is.
Negotiable. Honesty is non-negotiable. Guys, I can translate.
No, honesty, like let's not debate. Let us not debate honesty. You should be honest 100%.
Definitely non-negotiable.
So it's non-negotiable.
Yes, definitely.
So you're telling me, if that option was there, to reveal your deepest thoughts to your partner,
yes,
would you want your partner to be able to see your deepest thoughts?
More than anything, I would love to. Definitely, I would.
Because here's what happens, and let's be honest, guys. I get it. Honesty is non-negotiable. So you're out in public and you see someone you admire, right? Would you tell your partner?
I mean, a manner of approach also. Yo, baby boy, that's the same thing. I'm also making you comfortable at it. You know, I'm not just doing it just because I want you to feel better about yourself. No, baby. So
you're showing me another man.
So and how would you feel?
I get it when I'm saying it is negotiable. When are you saying it's not? So I'm saying
I'm being honest. So okay.
Then
so I can't really have that conversation.
It's fine.
With my man.
Go. No. Give me. I'm saying go. Yeah. Hamba.
It doesn't mean what's
hamba So if your man says to you, yo baby, that lady's beautiful, like she's gorgeous.
Okay.
Wait, before you answer.
He's gorgeous. And why beautiful. And she's gorgeous. Okay, at some point,
that's the thing.
You see, that's why I believe honesty is negotiable.
Yes, because I'm gonna now start reacting, but as time goes on, I will know this is my partner, this is how he often reacts. I get comfortable within our routine, and I love seeing you being you also.
Yeah,
if
but
you
I
have
think
to say and then it robs me of the certain way, it's just only for that moment. I just need to carry on.
Keep things out of the table. Some things just keep them out of the table, because I will never know how you're feeling on that day, and then I'm like, yo, that lady's gorgeous.
Hey, whatever I'm going through, if I'm going
It
on my
won't sit
periods, I shall
well
deal with
with
it.
you.
Yeah, maybe comfort the
Guys, you need to regulate. You need to regulate.
No, I don't think so. There's also like soul nakedness, energy nakedness. You don't have to omit all the time. You need to be so natural that you and I, when we together, we are definitely whole. Why should we be like a whole, but like
But I've got thoughts about your parents. I've got thoughts about isn't it I should keep to myself.
Keep to yourself.
Say
can't
it. Your dad is
anything.
aggressive. I hate him. I don't like him.
Some-
I get to understand. My man and my dad do not go together.
No.
You're transparent enough.
If you tell me that you don't get along with my family, it's over.
Hey, but Linda at the same time, Nangas Bimaka. Oh, Mam Tobi, I love you.
But anyway, this brings us to number 3. Guti, Steve says you need to know what you want. Kwamele wazi ukuthi ufuna ini, because the book Act Like a Lady and Think Like a Man, he advises clarity in relationships where you need to define your expectations early on. All right?
Yeah.
Very early on. Look, I'll provide for you, but in doing so, this is what I expect. All right? You need to communicate deal breakers up front.
Exactly.
Up front, before siyakude.
Ungamangali when someone does things out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you need to avoid wasting time on mismatched goals. But when where you're going and where I'm going, it's clearly not in the same direction. It's not even parallel to each other, right? So, know what you want up front, because we tend to discover a bit later on asifuni in day one in life.
Before you can go ahead, because you kind of like jumped on fast, what is your deal breaker?
A deal breaker, someone who does not love God.
And what's a deal breaker more? But what's a deal breaker more?
Someone who doesn't love themselves.
You need to, God, themselves, God, Jesus. You must love Jesus. If you don't love Jesus, I don't know, because Jesus says, because he's the bride and there's, the church is the church is the bride and he's the groom. And Jesus also loved the church so much that he died for the church. Right? So that's the man dying for the woman. So the woman must love Jesus. She must love Jesus. You must love biblical principles, because Proverbs 31 talks about the noble woman, right? And it says the noble woman wakes up early in the morning, goes to the field, and prepares food for her husband. That's what it says.
I mean, today's noble woman, a deal breaker is no, that's not cute. Like telling me or texting me to come outside the house and then give me some.
That's your deal breaker.
No, what Kanye wants to say, Mo, what she wants to say is mongana moto. Because
not to go to our
okay. So wait. The guy doesn't have a car. What other options are there?
Why give me some like
agana moto.
Even at least one must give. Hey, Bo.
So if someone like is a good guy, like this person, maybe they are meant for you. They are your soulmate. For the fact that they don't have a car, they don't have a house, that's a deal breaker for you.
It is a deal breaker.
And by the way, this guy ticks all of the boxes where for them honesty is non-negotiable. They are always present and non-distracted. They know what they want, which is you. They just don't have a car.
That's a deal breaker. And then this guy's a serial killer. This guy's a serial cheater. This guy has like 7 baby mamas, different baby mamas, but he has a car
and a house.
He has a house. That's your person right there.
But anyway. So the fourth one is respect each other's roles, because we're not here doing the same thing.
Gender.
You know what I mean? So here he says, mutual respect is key to harmony. So value your partner's contributions because it's fun.
Yes.
And relationships will not be the same. So let us recognize each other's strengths and each other's roles, and avoid belittling or dismissing their perspective, and celebrate differences as strengths.
Because I think the dismissing perspectives, I think it also comes in with the notion of people saying this Yebo Baba thing, it really doesn't work, in the modern context. Like, you need to question your partner's decision so that they can have a clarity on what they want to do. So if you don't want to question, someone might just impose, their ideas on you without them understanding their own ideas. So question the ideas.
What do you think is the difference between question and impose? Or contend, sorry, I mean contend.
So when you're imposing something on someone,
no, contend, sorry.
Yeah.
We're imposing I mean the difference between questioning and contending.
Contending, you're used to someone. Because I've seen that familiarity breeds contempt.
No, guys, no. Remember, to contend, not
contempt.
No, content.
Content.
Like a contender, good day, man.
You have a contender in the ring.
Hey, I want to
know.
No, you see, that's
disrespect.
That's where the contention is. Yeah, sure. Question for clarity, seeking purposes.
Yeah.
But the man also contender. But I saw you contender much.
You are contending.
You are contending.
Like
you are fighting, Pela, right now.
Oh.
Right.
So
yeah, but I think we there needs to be like a structure that you guys both understand. When something comes, maybe if a decision is made, I understand, Uti, there's a role that men need to play, but we've seen a lot of men like destroying families because of the ideas that they have.
Exactly.
So I think partners should sit down, with each other in making some of the decisions to say, okay, this one is going to be a life-changing decision for our family. We are moving. We are moving to a certain place. We are moving to a different country. Let's sit down. I won't just say, let's just go. And then when you get there, you end up,
being miserable.
Yeah, being miserable and finding out things, that you were supposed to question way before you accept it.
Exactly.
Awesome. So the last 4 minutes. Number 5, he talks about guarding your reputation, and this is the one that really got to me, because from the podcast he did in Hawaii, Utilana Harvey avoids certain social environments to protect his marriage. He avoids going to these places. So be mindful of where you go and who you associate with. Because Lana specifically, he said, Gutiana, he doesn't do Hollywood parties. That's what he said. He even went on to say, this theme, we're white, we're blue, we're pinky. Atimena, you'll always find me at home smoking a cigar, and my wife will just look across. All right. So he says avoid these places.
So that's him.
That's him.
Because for someone out there, they will tell you that a Hollywood party would open doors for me. So if I go there to network, I meet certain people, and I've seen it has happened, over and over, that whenever I go there is some, leveling up to my career as an artist or as someone who is in the space.
Yep. I mean, just because Steve said it doesn't mean it's truth for you, right? So remember, here it's yay or nay, but then to guard your reputation, reputation impacts both career and relationships. So choose environments that affirm your values, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to go to TD Jakes, and then TD Jakes might go to Shumaela, go to a freak off, because TD Jakes was there, though. He was there.
At the freak off party.
Yeah, he was there.
Ask yourself why
he did it.
What if he was there to spread the word of God? Some of the things you wouldn't even understand. Like, you need to ask the narrative.
We were not there. We were not there.
I'm a pastor. I go to a freak off party. I am there to spread the word of God.
We were not there.
But it's sad though, Mo, because as soon as I got to Shumaela, I'm gonna go to a freak off.
I mean, he's also human at the end of the day. He can live up to his interest.
No, you are a pastor.
He's already
your world-renowned pastor.
So yeah, a wrongful.
Okay,
image.
Steve Harvey is right. Don't go to these places.
Yes.
Especially tea shakes.
Yes.
He shouldn't.
Yeah.
And then the last one here for this morning is faith and commitment drive success. Right? And this is what you were asking me, Kanye, earlier on, where Harvey links spiritual grounding to lasting love and success. Pray and reflect together. Commit to shared values. See challenges as opportunities to grow closer. In other words, he's basically saying, look, consider the spiritual element and then be in that element as a unit together.
Yeah.
So that's why if you don't love Jesus, you hear me? That's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
That's a deal breaker. So yeah, we were talking about these 6 advice that Steve Harvey mentioned. So I'll quickly run through them before we go on the break. Number 1, he said be present and not distracted. Number 2, he says honesty is non-negotiable. Thirdly, know what you want, right? Respect each other's roles. That's number 4. Number 5, he talks about guarding your reputation. Don't go to these places. And then number 6, faith and commitment drive success.
I mean, how old is Steve Harvey? 69.
Yeah, somewhere.
Do you think most of the shared advices are still used in today's generation?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I take 80% of what he said here. The one that I was disagreeing with is that honesty is non-negotiable. Yeah, because if people come out talking truths out here, it's gonna be hectic.
It should be.
Nah.
It should get to that point.
No.
Just so we know what we're dealing with, you know.
Look,
Better
there's something,
that you know.
Kanye, there's something you're hiding that you wouldn't want people to know, or even your partner, right? And maybe it's because
I can't. I don't think
it's something you're dealing with at the time.
You don't have a secret.
In most cases, I don't like to have secrets. Maybe I would say because there was a challenge before.
So who's John?
Pardon?
John.
Which one?
I'm joking. I'm just kidding.
But like, okay, fine. Sometimes, as you're saying, that you omit some of the truth because you know that it needs some time for it to be shared. And I can't be out here telling a guy, Hore, I probably have kids without him seeing what's happy in between. Do you understand?
Yo, but that's also a big one because
I know exactly.
You string me along,
exactly,
and then I like you, and then you happen to like me as well, and then you tell me later what you've got kids.
I have kids, and then sorry, it's
at the later stage.
Bro, tell me up front.
Because I needed to see your intentions.
No, honesty.
I needed to see your intentions. I need to see what you're about.
Honesty is non-negotiable.
Honesty is non-negotiable,
Mamela,
but I still need to see what you're about.
Steve spoke about, talking about your clarity and your goals. Let us not have mismatched goals. If I come through that, now my goals is to travel all over the world, and now maybe you not being able to travel is because you have kids. You need to take care of your kids. Yep. That's where we are going to mismatch. So tell me the first time we meet, Hore, I have kids, bro.
So that I can maybe I tell you at the later stage, if you're gonna adopt me just because now I have kids, that means
no. I have a goal. I want to travel the world with you.
Then how is that stopping us from traveling? Like, make
you
it
want
make
us
sense.
to take your kids when you travel the world.
Maybe there would be like arrangements, or maybe be able to take it. What if I'm able to afford taking my kids?
Portugal, and then maybe the family is like, Kanye, we want to see the kids.
Yeah,
you see, like it's some of these little things that are contributing to you not being honest for the first time. I mean, I want to be as free as I can be. Like, I want to spend time with you. We are at Portugal.
Hi guys, well, officially.
No. Look, there are guys that don't mind stepping up, right?
Yeah.
And that's cool for them. But yeah, those are the 6 pieces of advice that Steve was putting out there to say, look, if you want a successful relationship, then 100%. I mean, you've seen him on TikTok, you've seen him on Instagram Reels, where he really gives advice, right?
Yeah.
Because some of them, you would see even the women, but he takes care of me, he does 1, 2, and 3, pays the bills.
Security.
And then and the woman would say, but I just think he lacks ambition. And then everyone is like, but, you know? But anyway, guys, there's just so much to cover today because, you know, Mo, I don't know, bro. Like, would you throw a party for your pet?
Throw a party for my pet. You know, guys, money makes us think.
Go wild, yeah.
Yeah, or money makes us make decisions that we never thought. Because honestly, I feel like if I had that amount of money, like I would go wild. You know, I would be as delusional as I can, because there are some of the things that I told myself that I cannot do when I have money. But it's when you have that little money that you see yourself when you have money, like you're going to be someone who's different.
Yeah.
Would I throw a party for my pet?
Yeah, so your pet number 1 and you decide to throw a party, would you do that?
Well, right now I don't have a pet.
I don't know
I've
if it's 1 year or 1 year in dog years, but
yeah. I don't have a pet. I've never had a pet, but I think I've told you that you know, I think I am growing fond of loving cats. Cause man, cats are very like there's no I don't know man with cats. They don't make noise. But I would throw a party for my cat though.
A cat. When would you throw a party for a pet?
Yeah.
I wouldn't, honestly. Why would I throw a party for a pet?
I mean, there's so many reasons. I mean, it's also a pet. It has a life. It's living.
No, maybe if you say I can take it to Muma Spa and stuff, I'll do that. But throw a party, that's bizarre.
Wild.
Like, that's not a human being. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Okay,
so there was a day that this cat was born, Akira.
Yes, but I would never.
What is the pet's birthday?
Remember, there's pet
birth.
years. I mean, there's pet years.
Years, yeah.
Yeah. So a dog that is, because I think it's every 6 months. Yeah, cooler. As in, for them it's like a full cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter whether it's just 1 full year, as in 12 months, or in pet years. But I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
I mean, I'd buy it some meat, man. Bobby, you cool, look grand.
Pets have emotions. I feel like pets have emotions, right?
But cats are dark, though.
Cats are dark.
Yeah, no, cats are dark because you and I could be sitting here in the room having a conversation, and then when you look and say,
yes,
and you
like,
see a dog mongen, it shows you because it wears its emotions on the sleeve.
I feel like, I feel like, you know, pets sort of resemble the characters that human beings have, right? You would have, you know, because dogs most of the time they will resemble abantaba papa, you know, like Connie's in just papa out there, you know, they will just come and jump over people, and like there's quiet dogs, you know, like it's a quiet dog.
But have you ever seen a cat being used in witchcraft? I mean, a dog. Sorry,
a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Guys,
they use dogs everywhere.
My God, Lapo, I honestly disagree. It's cats.
I mean,
and then you see someone at Kokaksas. It's always a magad. It's always a god. But the reason I was asking, that's because Kai Lavish is a dog. Kai Lavish is a dog, right? And this dog belongs to Grace Mondlana, right? And
social media influencer.
Yeah, so she was hosting a party to celebrate her dog Kai. The celebration featured extensive decorations, entertainment stations, and special treats for guests. So I'm going to pull up some pictures here on Instagram, and Kanye will show you here quickly.
Shandeshi was also at the party. Hectic.
Shandesh.
Yo, guys, I pressed go to sleep for my laptop. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I mean, if I was invited to a pet party, I would go. Because I know that some people is like, I'm more trying, no. Like about Fetu.
Look at that.
Mordecai is throwing, is turning 7. So please come through, Machi. This dog. Guys, like you have to be
We're here for dogs, guys. But this is, come on.
Bro. I'm sure
look how disgusting that is. You see, here's the thing.
It's disgusting. That sounds like jealousy.
No, but here's the thing about dogs, isn't it?
Yeah.
If, like, you have to control a dog so that it doesn't act within its nature. Because if you take Kimbi, Ushiela, and it starts to eat the poo. I'm telling you,
a dog will not do that.
Ew.
A well-trained dog knows the difference between.
And definitely Kai wouldn't do that.
Oh, Kai wouldn't do that.
Kai wouldn't do that. Kai doesn't look like a dog.
Dogs are also
that.
disgusting because remember last week when I was showing you these 2 dogs right here, like Enya be calm and then licking, the.
Ew.
Yep.
And then the other one did the same thing.
Humans do that.
Yeah, humans also do that. Apparently, some rituals. If you wanna.
Have you ever done that?
Some do drink their pee. They pray upon their pee, and these are the things that I get from TikTok.
Have you done that way?
I've never done it, but I've tasted my pee.
But anyway, as you can see, Lana, some people dress their dogs in Adidas merch. Adidas, 3 stripes. 3 stripes right there. So yeah, lovely dogs. I love dogs, but not to that extent.
I do too, but not to this.
Not to that extent. So yeah, she was hosting, man. She was hosting, and these are well-behaved dogs, so they look. Right?
I mean, there's different breeds of dogs, guys. Like there's dogs you can't throw parties for. Like there's dogs we see, Bobi,
stray dogs,
Mandla. Like you guys call dogs Mandla. Like you can't throw, like you know yourself, and you know, we cannot throw a party for that dog, guys. It eats beetroot. So these are serious dogs. These dogs are insured. They go for checkups. Like it's these small pets, right? And not just any dog. You won't throw a party for a pit bull, guys.
Yeah, because that don't eat bones, right? They don't eat bones. But yeah, so I don't know. Do we say happy birthday to Kai?
No, we
Kai
don't.
Lavish.
No.
Happy birthday, Kai Lavish.
No, we
but
don't.
probably yes, because there's more interesting information also from. Okay, well, I don't know if I should introduce Gutanes yet, but like, okay, she is saying that what if she also has like a business deal behind that?
Like having pets.
Yeah, what if like she signed a deal, low-key lip pause, what, and then they were like, okay, fine. What is that one thing you could probably
or maybe
do
she's
to influence?
launching
Because she's an influencer.
pet grooming business. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That could be something in
I know a dog that has like a social media account. So these dogs are like influencers.
Yeah, now,
So
she probably wants to now embark on
it's
whole world
something
of
that's happening out
influential
there.
dogs.
So yeah, happy birthday to Kai
Happy
Lavish.
birthday. And I mean, like with Grace is quite smart. Probably there is a very good twist to everything. Seeing her, and
she's an influencer.
Yeah, throwing all these extravagant
All
parties.
influencers are smart.
So she's doing very well for herself. And yeah, happy birthday, Kai. Kai in the cut.
Interesting. Of course, some of the things that are happening on social media streets is yesterday it was the Betway Premiership Awards wrapping up the season because the new season is starting to kick off on the 1st of August, which is this Saturday. So Mofokeng leads Orlando Pirates award sweep because every Orlando Pirates player took the awards, and we saw that the coach took the coach of the season. Even the best player of the season was taken by Mofokeng and other Orlando Pirates players. So Relebule Mofokeng, an Orlando Pirates player, but he is no longer an Orlando Pirates player. So Mofokeng starred at the 2025-2026 PSL Awards, winning Footballer of the Season, Players of the Season, and Young Player of the Season. Orlando Pirates also dominated several major categories. So Mofokeng claimed 3 of the evening's biggest individual awards, which is the biggest individual awards. So Pirates coach Abdesalam Odu was named coach of the season. Sipo Chaine, Lebone Siema, and Ozwina Police won positional awards. So Mofokeng played a key role in helping Orlando Pirates win the Betway Premiership title and a move to Belgian club Royal Union Saint Gilloise. Mofokeng begins the next chapter of his career in Belgium, while Pirates look to build on their award-winning season. So congratulations to each and every player that won the award on yesterday's night on the Betway Premiership Awards.
Yeah, congratulations to them.
Yeah.
And looking forward to the new season that's upcoming. But speaking of congratulations, you know when Kanye said there's just a handful of rich men, and whenever these men tie the knot, it becomes tough. Becomes tough. But one person that recently got married is none other than Mr. Beast, right? So Mr. Beast is no longer available, right? But I know Nigini, it's like, so what? But anyway, Mr. Beast recently got married, and Mr. Beast, his wife now, Mrs. Beast, she's South African.
Really?
Yeah, she's South African. She's a content creator. Because when I first saw the name Poison, I'm like, no, Poison is local, Buffett.
Yeah.
That's Poison is local. So Thea Poison is it's a name that's local, right?
Nice.
So anyway, Mr. Beast, which his real name is Jimmy Donaldson, and Thea Poison, they recently tied the knot. So the couple married in an intimate ceremony on Richard Branson's Necker Island, where around 70 people attended and family members attended the private celebration. So the wedding took place during a week-long celebration beginning on the 14th of July. Guests took part in activities including kite surfing and snorkeling. Obviously, we're talking about Mr. Beast here, right? So the couple kept the event private and focused on family and friends. So Mr. Beast and Mrs. Beast now, they both met in South Africa, right? They met in South Africa in 2022, and they've bonded ever since. And now they are a pair.
Yeah.
So they are a pair. So I've got a couple of pictures here to showcase some of the wedding photos that were taken here. So when it comes to Mr. Beast, he's a legend, right? So as I'm scanning through these photos right here, as you can see on the screen right there, that's Mr. Beast tying the knot right there.
So those are the pictures from the private wedding.
From the private wedding.
I would understand why Mr. Beast would do a private wedding, because I'm just imagining if Mr. Beast told everyone that he's getting married. He's number one with the most subscribers in the world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So imagine how many people would have attended the wedding. And how the wedding would be packed by subscribers and people all over the world, and foundations that he has supported, because I think everyone who has been part of the Mr. Beast Foundation, they would really want to be there and celebrate a special moment for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look at the reception area. It's looking very beautiful right there. Because this is outdoors,
nice.
So
nice.
It's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful.
Nice and intimate. Congrats, man. Congrats to Mr. Beast. And I don't know, maybe did he do a video, a vlog of his wedding? Because that's what he does. Or maybe he wanted to keep it private.
So this is on his Instagram account.
Okay.
Right? On his Instagram account. But congratulations to the couple, and man, let them have as much babies as the subscribers,
Yeah.
So good luck to them on their journey, and all the best.
A guy like Beast has kind of reached the pinnacle, man. I feel like he has reached the pinnacle of success.
So I watch a lot of Mr. Beast, and he's I think maybe he might dial back a little bit, I've seen interviews where he talks about him always working, always. The same is true even with what's his name, Diary of a CEO,
Steve Bartlett.
Steve, right?
Yeah.
Always working. So I don't know if they feel like they've reached the pinnacle of what they want to do, because they still feel like they want to do more. So
as a couple, especially.
I think it's in him. It's in him. Like, he'll want to do more.
Yeah. Interesting. And of course, we are going to be letting you know in terms of maybe the upcoming content. But if you want to keep up with what Mr. Beast and Thea Poisons will be doing, you can go through and subscribe to their channel, because I know that Mr. Beast has so many followers across the world.
Over 500 million on YouTube. Just on YouTube alone. 500 YouTube
subscribers.
But Mr. Beast has done things that no other individual can possibly think of. I mean, imagine burying yourself 7 days. But there's a video that came out recently where at first I was a bit on the fence. Because Lapo, he is helping 100 kids fulfill their dreams. Not 100. Not just any kids, because he was targeting kids living with cancer, So when those kids were having their dreams fulfilled, I was like, you know what? This is where I see money being a force. But I don't think it's just money. I think that's just the heart that he has. Right? So he's built schools here in Africa as well. Took kids to Disney World. And he fulfilled all of these kids' dreams, man. Like, it was... Look, I cried. I shed a tear because for the first time, I'm like, you know what? I see it. I see why being rich is a good thing.
Interesting. Of course, that's where we are going to be ending it. Our Vooka Breakfast Show edition of Tuesday, 28th of July, 2026. Till we see each other next morning, right here, same time, same place. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we love you so much.
Guys, we choose you.
Bye.